This is the beginning, so it seems appropriate to talk about how it all began. My baby brother bought me my first camera. It was a Canon AE-1 program, and I didn't even know it took film. Just sort of handed it to me and said, "You're gonna do something with this." And he's usually right when he says that. I would spend the next couple of years trying to figure out how it worked, and I only ever really put a couple of rows through it at the time. I was going back to college to finish my undergraduate, and I took photography as a minor in like a concentration. At that point, I was taking my critiques pretty seriously, and I really didn't even trust anyone with my work, but I had this pretty cool architecture professor named Betty Terrell. And when I asked her to do it, she was like hesitant, and really she said no. She would never review my work. And I kind of ignored this. I just sort of put the photos in her mailbox, and I'd actually forgotten about it. 4 to 5 weeks later, she was like, "Hey, are these yours?" She had asked if they were really my work, and I was kind of confused by that, but I was like, "Yeah, of course," and she was just like, "Pretty good." She would then ask me if I'd taken any photography courses, and I told her not at that point, but I wanted to. And she was just like, "Well, let me go introduce you to some people." This would lead to me basically skipping an entire first year of photography, like 101 or 102. And I'm not sure if it was the right idea, but the people that were there felt like I could do a little bit more if I was pressed to do so. And so these are how they came out. This is definitely one of my favorite images. In fact, this era of photography for me was pretty high quality, if I do say so myself. Not necessarily the work, just the way I felt about it. It seems like once you begin to advance, you definitely run into a place where the work starts to feel detached. And all this work is completely about mood. This image and this image is just proof that you don't necessarily have to do it a certain way. I remember having these, and I can't really decide which one is quote better, but I can say that they both create those emotions that I'm looking for. And again, for me, it's a lot about narrative, and hopefully in the future of this channel, I'll get to talk about that a little bit more. I want to take the time to thank my sponsor, VincentChristopher.com. It's safe to say that this video isn't sponsored by anyone other than myself, but I don't ever want to get to a place where I have to. So if you guys like to go to the website, feel free. If you want to buy a print, hopefully by the time this video is up, it'll be adjusted, but that's the way I kind of want to do it. I'm not sure how I feel about working with companies that don't necessarily care about the artist. They sell products, they sell services, and they sell sometimes ideas, but I don't think that that's really a place for it here. Which is to say, it'll be as free as it can be for as long as it can be. In the event that I have to monetize the channel, I will, but I hope and pray that I don't ever have to. So this is the first video. There's a lot of people I need to thank really quickly. First of all, I want to thank my mom. Hi, Mom. Finally got around to it. I have to thank my brother. His link for his Instagram will be in the description below. The link for my Instagram is in one of these places. I have to thank my Mrs. She's currently in the room sick right now. But a lot of this production wouldn't be possible without her. I have to thank Betty Terrell for letting me know that I had vision. And even though I didn't really understand what that was back then, I really appreciate the idea that someone sees something in you. I think finally I have to thank the artist community itself. Valandis, Vincent Perry Jr., Lucy Lumen. This video is heavily inspired by Jason Grainy Days, so thank you. And there's quite a few others out there. Jamie Maldonado. I've had extensive conversations with Jamie in the comment section of his feed, and I just want to thank him for all the support and all the information, because when I ask questions, you guys respond. So thank you. And I think it's an okay first video, but hopefully it'll improve in the future. Thanks. I never did properly thank my brother for his contribution to my education, so I'm gonna put his link to his Instagram here, and you guys go follow him. He's a really swell dude. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe.